Now, with the nightmare of Trevor and the relationship and all the abuse kind of wrapping up here in 2016 and a whole shiny bright new year ahead of me, I'm going to be making some very, very radical changes in my life in 2017. One of the things that I'm going to do is I'm gravely going to reduce the amount of isolation I put myself in. Now, certainly we all have some trust issues now. I read that very frequently in the comments. And some days it just seems easier to stay indoors. You know, when someone that you love and someone who allegedly loved you treats you so badly, certainly trust issues can kind of make their way out into the forefront there. And a lot of us do end up isolating, and I too have been isolating quite considerably. Now, one of the things I'm absolutely going to do is I am going to put an end to this isolation. I am going to make an absolute concerted effort to spend more time with friends and family that I care about and that care about me. I am going to be absolutely latching on really tight to you guys because you guys know, you really know, and we are all connected to each other in this horrible situation. And I find so many answers and so much healing in you guys, and the kindness and empathy that everyone here at Kim Wilson TV shows for each other has absolutely changed my life. I was very, very stuck emotionally until I met all you guys. So I've decided that isolation is something that I'm going to be leaving behind when this year ends and the new year starts. Though I am no contact with Trevor, I will be absolutely reinforcing my wall of no contact. This new year ahead, 2017, is going to be a Trevor-free year. Narc-free year for me. I have absolutely blocked him from every direction. That creep has zero access to me. And this wall of no contact is absolutely going to be reinforced throughout the entire new year ahead. No contact is the way I want it. It's the way I need it, and it is absolutely the safest bet for me in my recovery. So 2017, absolute no contact, narc-free. Trevor, fuck you. You ain't getting near me, bud. You're done. Now, I've said this in many videos, I am a seed collector, a collector of organic and natural and traditionally farmed seed, and that is from the grain families, all kinds of different food supplies, wildflowers, and weeds. And I'm one of the few people that really harvest weeds in their yard, because weeds have tremendously medicinal properties, and have a tremendous love for dandelion. And Trevor would always, you know, spray the dandelion in the yard on me, and always threatened to pave over the yard, so I had nowhere to garden anymore. But you know, this year I'm going to really be hitting the seed collecting, growing, and harvesting really hard, and I'm really excited about that. And though Trevor often ridiculed me and shamed me and humiliated me about my love for seed, I truly see myself as a guardian of natural seed, as something that future generations are going to need very much. Now, when I was with Trevor in his house of pain, I kept all my seeds very kind of tightly packed in a steel box, fairly big steel box with a lock on it, and I was constantly moving around the house and around the property trying to hide it, because I was so scared he was going to hurt my seeds all the time or take them from me or do something really horrible to them. And I love my seeds very much, and it's been a long, long time collecting this seed bank, and now I've got a whole space that I'm going to be setting up, and they're all going to be categorized, and everything is going to be properly journaled, and I'm really, really excited about moving forward with this passion of mine, and I'm really, really looking forward to seed collecting. So if you've got a passion that was taken from you, 2017 might be a great time to really revisit that and expand on that with a newfound love and passion for your hobby. Now, after 5 years of being shit on every which way, including sideways, I have absolutely put some very firm boundaries in place for 2017. This is going to be a year abuse-free, absolutely abuse-free. I'm setting the boundaries for my life and for my own happiness, and if somebody wants to be mean and cruel and abusive and wants to humiliate me and wants to shame me and wants to blame me for all their shit and wants to cheat on me and lie to me and hit me and smack me and spit on me and treat me like shit, how about fuck you? That's my boundary. There's enough wonderful people on this planet. There are 7, almost 8 billion people on this planet, and I am going to make an absolute effort to source out wonderful, kind, loving, empathetic people who have got a passion for life and a real interest to be a good friend to me and to the rest of humanity. I'm tired of assholes, and I've got an asshole-free policy coming up in 2017, and very much looking forward to a year asshole-free. Now, most certainly when you're starting out in your recovery and healing from the abuse, it is very, very typical and probably needed. You know, we shut down from love. And when you're hurt and when you're injured, taking that baggage into a new relationship is really never a good idea. I mean, we are disgusted by the narcs bringing all their emotional filth into our lives. And if you're suffering from some emotional filth, you certainly don't want to inflict that on someone else. And it's real easy to become shut down to the concept of love and the possibility of meeting someone really wonderful and sharing your life with them. 2017, I'm done with that shit. Absolutely done with that shit. It was almost a year, well, it's almost a year now, since I absolutely decided I was done with that fucking fiend. Yes, it took me a while to get out, but I've been out now for 5 months almost. I'm feeling really good about being out. I know I'm never going back. Ugh, Jesus God. But I have been shut down, absolutely shut down to the prospect of love, and I have eliminated that possibility for myself. So one of my New Year's resolutions is going to be break the chains that have enslaved my shut down heart. And I don't want my heart to be shut down. I feel like I've got a lot of love to offer, and if I remain shut down, I am just going to build a wall, you know, to someone who could be a wonderful, loving partner to me. So 2017, I am reopening up my heart. I am opening up the floodgates to the possibility of meeting somebody really wonderful and finding someone to share my life with. Now, I live in a small rural town in Canada's heartland, and a wonderful community I live in. We have about 500 residents in town and many, many more residents in the farmland around our town. One of the things that I really, really feel committed to in 2017 is volunteering in my community. All too often, all the volunteer work is left to the senior citizens, and I really feel that I can make a contribution to my town, and that is extremely important to me. So one of the things that I really want to do in 2017 is get out there, pitch in, help my community more, and alleviate so much of the work that typically falls on senior citizens. And I just think that this is going to be a wonderful way to not only meet more of my neighbors, but to do something of value and to create a sense of worth in my own life. With my desire to be a good neighbor and to be a productive member of the human race, I feel that it's a tremendous disservice to keep dirty secrets. Now, this kind of started for me, obviously, when I started this channel, but honestly, guys, I thought I would maybe, post a video and maybe one day I'd find one other person somewhere on this planet with this fucking fucked up situation. I had no idea. I really didn't. I thought I was the only one. And the fact that there's actually thousands and thousands of us from every corner of the planet is absolutely horrifying to me. One of the things I really want to do in 2017 is stop keeping this creepy secret. Like, I feel no desire whatsoever to protect these fiends, enabling them to go on and just destroy more people's lives. I'm going to be making an absolute priority in 2017 to spread the word and make sure as many potential victims are pre-warned as possible as to avoid this fucking nightmare. Now, I do have some things in the work that we're going to discuss in future videos and hopefully soon. But I'm absolutely committed in 2017 to blow these fucking narcs out of the shadows into the light where their evil and destructive natures can be seen by everyone. Something that's been kind of put on hold over the years with all the abuse and the shitstorm that I was in with Trevor was my personal physical well-being. Now, I have a spinal condition that causes chronic pain. I don't ever take any pills or barbiturates or anything like that for the pain, but I had been for many years, you know, very active in physiotherapy type programs, massage therapy, yoga, chiropractor, and things like that. Now, with all the shitstorm that I was in, all of my physical needs were absolutely left abandoned. So that's something I'm really going to be moving forward with in 2017. In fact, starting really early in the new year, I have all kinds of massage therapy appointments already set up. I've joined the local yoga group, which I'll be starting in the new year, and I have a lot of plans to really strengthen my physical body as a form of pain management, and I think that's going to be really great. I really never intended to end up on painkillers or barbiturates, and because of everything that was happening with Trevor, just my needs absolutely fell to the wayside. So I'm absolutely making improvement to my physical health and pain management a priority in 2017. Now, after wallowing in the pit of hell with Trevor for 5 years, the misery, the sadness, the depression, it was something, and it was extensive, and it was relentless, and it was nonstop, and he only kind of let me up long enough to kind of catch a breath of his poison toxic air to shove my head back down in the shit pile again. Well, I'm done with that, and 2017, I choose happiness. I absolutely choose happiness for myself. I choose to, instead of reflecting on all the ugliness, I choose to focus on the joy and happiness of being free. I absolutely am grateful to be out of there. I am grateful that I was able to muster the strength to get out of there, and I'm absolutely grateful for my wonderful and happy life right now, and I'm so grateful for you guys and the wonderful friends and family that I have. So I'm really going to redirect my focus away from all the horrible things that have happened and really start to focus on all the wonderful things that can happen if I put all that ugly baggage down. I'm done with wallowing in misery. Did that pretty much steady for 5 years, and my God, am I glad to be free. And I need to remind myself of that every day, how wonderful my freedom is. And you know, sometimes you really don't experience your freedom until you've had it taken away from you, and my freedom was taken away from me. My entire essence, my being, was taken away from me, and I have that back, and I'm getting that back more and more every day. And 2017, I am going to be one grateful woman, and I am going to be happy and rejoiceful in the freedom and possibilities that await me. Now, one of the most exciting projects that I'm going to be able to really commit to in 2017 is the collaborative ebook that we're all working on together. Now, this to me is one of the most exciting projects I've ever done, and as an artist, I have worked in many, many collaborative settings in my past, but nothing quite as exciting as this. It's quite different, you know, when you're kind of working with your local artists from your community and you guys are doing something, you know, but it's very, very different when victims and survivors from every corner of the world, and guys, I love it when you leave your countries in the comments. We've got wonderful friends from the Philippines, in Morocco, and from Holland and Germany and France and the US and Canada and Oz and all over the world. Guys, this is a really, really exciting project for me. I don't know why the idea came to me. Like, people kept saying, Kim, you should write a book, and I just thought, no, that's not important enough. My experience isn't important enough. What's important is the fact that we've all worn the exact same pair of shoes, and here I thought I was the only one. I mean, it's mind-boggling to me how exciting this is. Now, Serena Nightshade had suggested we really knock that date out a ways, and we're going to do that because Christmas is here, and we need to give everybody lots of time. But you know what? 2017 is going to be the year that we come together as a collective in a unified effort to create awareness, spread the word, and help save other victims from this bullshit. Guys, bless your heart.